Hi friends, you are watching Cricket with Raghuram. It was the fourth day at the great battle of Kurukshetra. Back at Hastinapura, Dhritarashtra said to Sanjaya, Sanjaya, please summon the warheads. I need to speak to Duryodhana, Yudhishthira and Bhishma Pitamaha urgently. I need to order them to postpone this Kurukshetra test match. I am really curious to know if Rohit Sharma would make it to Australia. I am curious to know if Rohit Sharma would play the test match at Australia. We'll postpone this battle until there is some confirmation about Rohit Sharma's status. I am not at all able to focus and concentrate on Kurukshetra war right now. Dhritarashtra said this to Sanjaya after Sanjaya failed to see what would happen to Rohit Sharma in future. Sanjaya nodded and left. Elsewhere, the cruel queen stepmother of Snow White stopped tracking Snow White after Snow White went missing because she was really curious to know about what would happen to Rohit Sharma. The queen said to her servant, "Let Snow White go to hell. I am not at all worried about her right now. I just want to know about Rohit Sharma. I will stop searching for Snow White right now until it becomes damn clear for me if Rohit Sharma is going to Australia or not, if he is going to play the test there or not." The queen immediately went to her magic mirror and asked, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, will Rohit play in Australia at all?" The mirror had no reply. The queen went furious. Back in India at CID headquarters, ACP Pradyuman was really worried about Rohit Sharma. कुछ तो गड़बड़ है दया, कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. इस रोहित शर्मा का कुछ ना कुछ तो चल रहा है. आखिर ये ऑस्ट्रेलिया क्यों नहीं पहुंचा? चलो इसका पता करते हैं. बाकी केसेस छोड़ दो, बाद में देखेंगे. इस रोहित का केस तो बहुत उलझा हुआ है दया. ACP Pradyuman said this to his assistant Daya. Daya replied, हाँ सर, पहले BCCI चलते हैं. ACP Pradyuman nodded. Everybody is curious about the story of Rohit Sharma, India's ace batsman. He should have been at Australia right now, along with Team India. He should have also played all the test matches against Australia. But Rohit Sharma is unsure if he would at least get to play 2 test matches in Australia now. Reports tell that the final decision about Rohit Sharma's status, fitness and availability will be taken on December 11th. Will he be able to take the flight to Australia? We need to wait and see. But what is this curious story of Rohit Sharma? Well, it all started with Rohit Sharma getting injured on 18th October while Mumbai Indians played against Kings 11 Punjab in the league matches of IPL in UAE. Few days later, Mumbai Indians team said that Rohit Sharma's injury is being monitored and it is well in the knowledge of BCCI also. Meanwhile, the teams for all the 3 formats, ODIs, T20s and Tests were announced on 26th October itself, while the IPL was at the business end of the tournament. Rohit Sharma's name did not figure in any of these lists. Few hours later, much to the surprise of everyone, Mumbai Indians flashed the video of Rohit Sharma practicing at the nets. Rohit Sharma also captained Mumbai Indians team in their last league match against Sunrisers Hyderabad. Few days later, BCCI announced that Rohit Sharma will be the part of test squad playing against Australia in Australia. Didn't BCCI know that Rohit Sharma was fit enough before announcing the squad for Australia? Why did Rohit Sharma not announce his availability? Later on 10th November, Rohit Sharma also led his team Mumbai Indians against Delhi Capitals in the IPL finale and won the match for his franchise. All these were proofs that Rohit Sharma was fit. But there was a twist in the story and all controversies arose. Indian team flew directly from UAE to Australia. But where was Rohit Sharma? He was supposed to board the flight to Australia along with his teammates. But he had taken the flight back home. Why? Had he intimated the concerned authorities that he would not be a part of the team playing at Australia? Had he intimated the authorities that he would back out from the tour? Had he taken the flight back to India after getting a nod from the BCCI? Well, this is the real suspense. Nobody knows about this. Neither BCCI, nor Sourav Ganguly, nor Virat Kohli, nor Ravi Shastri. I doubt even if Rohit Sharma knows about this. There are many hypotheses and theories around this strange event. Let us see the Rohit Sharma angle first. Are responsible players representing a nation allowed to take a decision if they would be a part of the touring squad or not? Well, yes, if there is a valid reason. And if the player in the question had submitted his non-availability with a strong reason, and if his play had been sanctioned before the selection of the team or before the onset of the tour. It is also permitted if the player happens to meet with an injury which disables him in participating in the part of the series or the entire series, be it at the beginning of the series or at the end of the series. Rohit Sharma is a responsible player for Team India and he would not be crazy to take a decision without intimating the authorities. So, was Rohit Sharma allowed to board a flight to India? If yes, who allowed him and why has that person not revealed the actual cause? Is it possible that Rohit Sharma boards a wrong flight and later realizes that he is on a wrong flight? Well, Rohit should be really out of his minds to do that. Rohit has played for many years and he is a part of many cricketing tours for India. This point is definitely out of debate. He clearly knew that he had boarded the flight to India and not to Australia. Did Rohit Sharma go to India without intimating the authorities? Well, that would definitely end his career for breaking the protocol and rules. Rohit would not do it even in his dreams. Then, why did Rohit fly home? Well, again, we have different theories for that. It is said that Rohit Sharma came back to India to see his ailing father. Well, Rohit wouldn't lie about that, isn't it? BCCI, after telling that they did not know why Rohit Sharma flew back to India instead of going to Australia, later said that he had come to India to see his ailing father. Journalist and cricket specialist Boria Majumdar later gives a statement that Rohit Sharma had indeed come to India to see his father. Around 13th November, BCCI President Sourav Ganguly tells that Rohit Sharma is only 70% fit. Few days later, Rohit Sharma reaches NCA for rehabilitation and training. Couple of days later, Rohit Sharma tells that his injury is long gone. Then, did Rohit Sharma really aggravate his injury by risking playing in the last two matches of the IPL? Did Rohit Sharma rush back to India to nurse his injuries, get ready and then join the Indian team at Australia to play the tests, since he was anyhow not playing the shorter formats? Was this fact kept confidential by BCCI and Rohit Sharma? In that case, Rohit Sharma would have straightly headed to Australia and got his injuries nursed there itself and would have got fit for the tests. He could have simultaneously completed the quarantine rules in Australia. Was franchise cricket more important to Rohit Sharma? Did he want to prove that he is the best captain when it comes to winning the tournament finals? Was Rohit Sharma desperate to play that IPL final at the cost of his Australian tour? It is a point to ponder about. Now let us see the BCCI angle. BCCI had a great responsibility in handling this case. It wasn't a big issue at all. But did BCCI and Ganguly handle this in a better way? Or did they allow the things to mess up? Is it a bigger game than we know? Or is it a cover-up? Why did they tell that Rohit Sharma would aggravate his injury if he continued playing and practicing even before naming him in the test squad? Was it a hint that they would send Rohit Sharma to Australia? Then why did they not avoid Rohit Sharma from playing the last couple of matches in IPL? They had all the authority on the earth to do that, isn't it? Later, even as Rohit Sharma's name was included in the test squad and Rohit Sharma flew back to India instead of going to Australia, Ganguly said that Rohit Sharma was 70% fit. Why send a 70% fit player to an important tour, how much ever good player he is? This also meant that BCCI always monitored Rohit Sharma's injury and they very well knew how much fit he was and how much he needs to recover. Did BCCI consent Rohit Sharma to fly back home and later join the Indian team at Australia once he becomes completely fit? Then why did BCCI tell who asked Rohit Sharma not to go to Australia? who asked Rohit Sharma to come back to India. This meant that whatever Rohit Sharma did was behind their nose and they were not intimated. Then why did not BCCI take any action against Rohit Sharma? Why did BCCI allow Rohit Sharma to practice at NCA? Why are they desperate to play him at least in 2 tests? Why soft corner to him in spite of he being 70% fit? Did Rohit Sharma secretly apologize and balance the equation with BCCI? Or should I tell that there is a third unknown body which is even superior to BCCI, which is taking, making and telling decisions? Something is definitely fishy, isn't it? Indian captain Virat Kohli on the other hand makes a statement that the actual status of Rohit Sharma is not known and they are playing the waiting game. Wasn't Team India, the captain and the head coach intimated about Rohit Sharma's actual status? Now does it mean to tell that the team, the captain, some players and BCCI are all operating as independent bodies, not communicating things properly among themselves? A captain doesn't have information about the availability of a key player of his team, and the BCCI doesn't know why Rohit Sharma flew home, and in the technological era there is no communication at all between the captain and his team member. Can you believe it? Couldn't Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli have texted or called each other and keep communicated between themselves? Do they need BCCI's permission to do that? Or is there a cold war between Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma? Is BCCI playing a warm mediator of this war? Another source says that BCCI has asked Shreyas Iyer to stay back in Australia. It is likely that Shreyas Iyer is a backup for Rohit Sharma. Did that mean that BCCI clearly knew that Rohit Sharma would never make it to Australia? Then why hide secrets? Why not make a clear statement that Rohit Sharma is not fit to go to Australia? Or is Rohit Sharma a scapegoat here, being hit hard and yet not allowed to cry? Another source tells that Rohit Sharma was asked to join the Indian team at Australia after Virat Kohli comes back to India. As we know that the Indian captain Virat Kohli is coming back to India after the first test at Adelaide for his paternal duties. Does that mean that BCCI doesn't want Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli to be in the same frame? Is it a divide and rule policy, maybe for the better of the team? Do they want to cover up the heat between Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma? Is BCCI playing a diplomatic role in the Game of Thrones? Does the heat exist at all? If yes, what and why? Only time will tell. Why so much suspense? Why so much drama? Who is right and who is wrong? What is fact and what is fiction? Why is there another game in a game? Is there a bigger issue than what we think there is? Rohit Sharma had a fantastic chance to play for India in the test series and better his records. Maybe his injury is true, his reasons for flying back home is true, but if he is a part of an undesired game, he is definitely at loss. If India doesn't do well against Australia in the test series, with Rohit Sharma being absent, the Rohit Sharma controversy will still continue. There may be an opinion that if Rohit Sharma's injury issue would have been handled better by himself and BCCI, and if there would be proper communication, India might have played well. If India doesn't do good in the first 2 test matches, and if Rohit Sharma happens to join the Indian team later for the last 2 test matches as is expected, and then after Rohit Sharma joining the Indian team, if India does really well in the remaining 2 test matches, Rohit Sharma will still be discussed. Who wants to prove a point here? Rohit Sharma or BCCI? That matters. I seriously feel, is there a research going on to differentiate between the result of the series with and without Rohit Sharma? But I want India to play good in the test series with or without Rohit Sharma. Seriously. Is Rohit Sharma a part of a game or is he a game? I can't tell. Did BCCI handle Rohit Sharma badly or did they make him a scapegoat in a bigger game? Have they put him in a state of confusion and suspended animation? Even here, Rohit Sharma is at loss. Why did BCCI change so many statements? They are a decisive body and they should be in telling terms. They should know every bit of what is happening around. What are they trying to cover up? If there is no communication between BCCI, selectors, captain, coach and players, why should they be playing at all? It is against the interests of a nation. India should be the top priority. No one and nothing else is important. There is also a news that there was a conference involving BCCI selectors Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, and that Rohit Sharma would be flying to Australia after his condition is analysed on 11th December. Still, there is no surety. But why not do this conference immediately after Rohit Sharma returned back to India? Why delay the process? Why create an environment of suspicion? I respect Sourav Ganguly. As a player, he had always played a gentleman's cricket. Now that he is the boss of BCCI, people would expect Sourav Ganguly to do things in a more sensible way. He is a man of action. He should have handled the things better and quicker, whatever scenario it might have been. He could have fixed the issue just like that, with his words. Many seriously doubt if My 11 circle is more important to Dada than Indian playing 11. It shouldn't be that way, isn't it? Have both Rohit Sharma and BCCI wronged at their ends? Could they have handled the things better? I feel yes. Lack of communication and lack of transparency is the culprit here, and it is damaging for Indian cricket. Tomorrow is 11th December and it is the D-Day for Rohit Sharma. I wish Rohit Sharma travels to Australia in a very good mood and win matches for India like he always does. None of us know the reality as to what had happened and what is happening. If Sanjaya, stepmother of Snow White, and ACP Pradyuman cannot see what is happening, then who are we? I wish India play to their potentials and win the test matches against Australia, immaterial of who is playing and who not. May the wins erase these controversies and push them into the darkness wherein they would be forgotten with time. Thanks for watching my video. If you allowed my video, like, share and subscribe my channel. I will catch up with you all with more cricketing news in my next video. Until then, goodbye. Namaste.